I'm so glad that we listened to this movie about this soda. I can feel the diabetes. Hello and welcome to another midnight showing. As always, I'm Kelly.
I'm DJ, and this really isn't much of a midnight showing.
Technically, this is part 2 of the other one because this is so totally planned.
Except last time we did part 2, and this is part 1.
Well, I did one of my first videos on this channel is this one, which I'll link inside of here. But yeah, this is kind of a revisiting because
I never got a chance to see it in theaters, mostly because I was avoiding it like the plague.
Yeah.
After everything.
And we have pizza around the corner over here, along with obvious product placement.
Yep.
Lots of obvious product placement. In fact, his has Turtles 2 on it.
Yeah. I don't know if you
Turtles
can see
2!
that.
Yeah!
Got Bebop and Rocksteady. We're also drinking our opposite colors.
I just... Oh my god, I didn't even realize that.
I'm surprised you didn't. I didn't know how to say it, so I didn't bring it up.
I sincerely didn't notice. If you can't tell by my mask, my bow staff, and the cover of this incredibly cheap DVD I got, Donatello's my favorite turtle.
Did they have the others?
Yes, they did.
Other covers?
Yeah, this was a Target exclusive, and I was working there at the time. I got it extraordinarily cheap, so that's why I own this. I also own Transformers 4 Age of Extinction because I have it folding into a giant Optimus Prime over there, and I got it for $10. But yeah, so just kind of a revisiting, letting him be a part of this little video before we actually go see something new tonight. We thought it'd be kind of a fun thing.
Yeah, the whole time we were basically revisiting the critics and the nerds jokes from their review.
Well, not just their jokes. I was making some of my own that were pretty funny, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times did I end up quoting Incredibles?
Yeah, he did it like 4 or 5 times.
It's like every 5 minutes I could just cut to an Incredibles clip. It's like, go get her, but you told us not to leave. It's like, listen to what I'm saying now.
We brought up some like continuity issues, or I don't know if you'd call them continuity issues, but obviously Michael Bay wanted to have like his own reimagining of what they look like and little aesthetic details, and all in all, aside from the faces, they weren't all that bad. Like Donatello had like a bunch of tech stuff, aside from some obvious product placement.
Yes.
Tech's about halfway through the video that he's
wearing Beats headphones. Oh my god. Blue Beats headphones.
That somebody happened to have thrown into the sewer.
Well, they are shitty enough headphones, so it's not like that's not a possibility.
Yeah. Leo's got like armor that they found.
Which they removed in the second one. Did you notice that?
No. Not at all.
In this one, he's got like this bamboo sheet thing that goes over his chest. In the new movie, they've taken that off completely. And it's just his shirt. And he's not even wearing his kilt like he did in this one. He's wearing an armored kilt in this one, which kind of fit, warrior and armored kilt. In the new one, he's just wearing black pants. It's weird that they do these like little changes that they thought that we wouldn't notice. This is like small stuff like that. It's like, wait, why did he change it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess logically he's not going to wear that every day. It's not like I wear this shirt every day. I only wear it every 2 or 3 days because it's really hot outside and this shirt really does breathe.
Yeah. Raph, he pointed this out to me. Raph had like a white tattoo of a Japanese symbol on it.
It's on his right shoulder, his big old bicep. It's not colored very well. It took me a little while to notice it, but when he's fighting Shredder, you can see it just right there. And I think it's the symbol for victory. I think so. I might have to double check that. But
then we brought up, did he give that to himself? Because if it was just paint that he found, it would have washed off.
In all of the snow and sewers.
Yeah.
It wasn't paint. It wasn't paint at all. It was him literally cutting himself. I'll make this stay. I'll make this stay. Victory is mine.
Wow.
I will say this. It's not like it's unrealistic. It's not an emo thing. Because back in the day, a lot of the kids that lived up here in Winchester, we did it. We did it. We did it with Gatorade lids. You get those big old massive Gatorade lids, like with the fucking that big of a lid.
Yeah.
And then we just take it and grind it into the arm to make a scar. And most of them still have it.
Why?
It was to show that we were a clink. They were all getting into wearing a lot of tank tops and things, a lot of short sleeve shirts, and just to show that you're one of us. Oh yeah.
Even their bandanas kind of look different. Like most of them were like kind of the same. Donnie's was like kind of just longer and kind of draped over him.
Yeah.
But Raph's was like a do-rag over his head.
In which I'm not sure if it was true for all of them, but like with Raph's, that was the original blanket that he was.
Yeah.
They turned it into the bandana.
Yeah.
Also, if you're wondering about the bandanas, it came in the DVD.
Yeah.
I can also
if you bought the DVD, chances are you got these.
I can flip this over for blue.
Yeah.
Also.
Mine is red. You can't really see it.
Yeah, we're not close enough. We gotta take them off to actually see it, but yeah, you put those glasses on.
Yeah.
Because you're totally the nerd one, not me.
Ha. Ha.
Okay, that's one of the things I did mention in the video before that I did do. I remember that one, even though it's been like a year and a half, 2 years since I've done that video. But that's one of the things that did bug me is it felt like they overdid it. In the second film, they did tone it down a lot more. So when they took the stuff off, I guess it didn't bother me as much. But some of the things they took off didn't make any sense. And they should have gotten rid of Donnie's glasses, okay? Yeah. Yes, he is the smart one. He is a nerd. But god damn it, he's never been nearsighted. Why the fuck does he have glasses on? Because he's a nerd. And that's what Michael Bay thinks a nerd looks like. Look, give him... You can have him wear the goggles. The goggles look fine, and I don't mind the goggles.
Yeah.
But the fucking broken glasses... This is not freaking Harry Potter here!
His splash page in the Nickelodeon cartoon even has him wearing goggles, like in the intro. He goes like Leo and then Donnie, and he's like welding something or whatever, and he has like these goggles, and he like looks up, is like, psh, Donatello.
Oh yeah, I should probably just say this spoiler warning, because we're gonna be spoiling shit out of this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you haven't seen it by now.
It's been a year and a half. You probably already know, and if you don't know, then you probably have no intention of caring. So we'll just. That's one of the things I hate about spoilers on the internet. It's just that they always seem to me like, oh, well, we can't spoil shit. You're looking up a video about the movie. Of course you're going to be spoiled shit. Yeah. Even if I tell you that it's good and not mention anything in the movie, that's technically a spoiler because you don't know if it's good or not.
Yeah.
So
that's suggestive anyway. If the person doing the video says it's good, like I like certain things that my brother clearly doesn't.
Ugh. And
I don't like things that he likes. It's suggestive. I just like to riff on it. That's why I saw this. That's why I agreed to see this movie. I just didn't want to pay money for it. I paid money for the second one though because I was more excited about that one. Because I thought the trailer was better.
Yeah, and if you were looking for a comparison, yeah, the second one is better than the first one. But let's be honest, that is saying precisely nothing.
Yeah, by then I knew. By the time the second one came out, I knew it was Michael Bay. I know I don't like Michael Bay. That's why I didn't see the last Transformers movies. I didn't even enjoy it. The first Transformers movie I didn't like, and I somehow got suckered into seeing the second one, and it was just terrible.
Oh my god.
And I didn't want to pay money for the others.
I almost walked out of the second one when they put on the fucking pretender robot that's basically a tentacle hentai rape monster.
Yeah.
The robot one, just...
Yeah.
To be fair, this one at least, for all of the idioms that Michael Bay goes through, this one didn't feel like it was the worst offender because it felt like a different producer and the director actually had some say in it. Hence why the Victoria's Secret scene was saved as the end credits thing, because it's mandatory. It has to be in there because Michael Bay.
Yeah.
But he didn't put it in the actual movie. He just left it as like a thing. If you stay off the credits, you can see it.
Yeah. In which case, there's really nothing there.
Yes, there's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
You know, turtles going out in the fucking daylight. Ninja.
Yeah, there's a lot of non-ninja things in here.
And again, to be fair, I'm not one of those guys that's going to sit out here and tell you how totally awesome and amazing the original 80s cartoon was, or even the 2000s cartoon was, because, yeah, they all suffer from the same thing. They claim to be ninja, but they rarely do anything ninja.
Yeah, they're more ninja than Naruto, I'll admit that.
Hey,
somebody who stuck around for as long as I did with that.
Hey, I finished Naruto, okay? And their interpretation of ninja fits their own universe. I'll admit, there are things that are not ninja about that world. But you know what? The magic crap that everyone complains about it, that's in every other ninja production except for maybe something like this. So, yeah, so the story on this movie, if you haven't already seen it, is just basically April O'Neil is a reporter. She met some turtles, and they were some foot guys who were after the mutagen. That's basically it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
at least they spend a good chunk of time instead of just being like an origin story. They spend a good chunk of time on it to get at least the parents who took their kids to this up to speed as much as they can.
Opening credits are probably the best part of the film.
Yeah.
Honestly. Although you have to wonder. We kept pointing this out. Are their weapons made of fucking adamantium?
Yeah.
Because they kept doing stuff with their weapons that they can't do.
The famous scene on the side of the mountain in the trailer. They're going down and they're going off the cliff, and Leo is falling off the cliff and grabs April and Vern, and sticks one of his swords into the mountain. So we got a 300-pound anthropomorphic 6-foot Ninja Turtle,
Possibly 400.
yeah, 120-pound girl, and possibly a 180-pound guy on the side of a mountain being held up by a sword.
One steel sword in the side of a rock.
Yeah.
That's just gonna break much? And then the other one in the same scene where Donnie flips the car with his bow staff.
Yeah.
It's just okay, is it made out of adamantium? Because there's no way that your staff is strong enough to not only carry the weight of a car, but to fucking flip it upside down in the air.
Yeah.
What kind of springs do you have on that thing? Because I want those on my car's shocks. Please. I'll never have to replace them again.
That's one upgrade I like to this, is that since Donnie's, the tech dude, he just doesn't carry around a wooden bow staff to fight people with. It's mechanical and it's made of metal.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about it. They made that joke in the newer Nickelodeon cartoon where, Leo's got his dual swords, and Mikey's got his nunchucks, which I don't know if they're wood or wood and metal.
They're wood and they're held together by metal. Yeah.
They're more durable at least.
Well, that's
and then Raph,
shorter.
Yeah, and then Raph is got his size, and one of the foot ninjas, the foot ninja androids, they're supposed to be robots. Breaks his bow staff and he's complaining. He's Leo's got his swords, Raph has got his size, I've got a stick.
I've got a stick. Hey, this stick is awesome, okay? Own it. Yeah. Own it.
He's the one who got stuck with it. Didn't they choose their weapons or something?
In the original cartoon, and even in the 2003 cartoon, they did, and they kind of did inside of this movie, although it was more of Splinter seeing what they were good at and telling them to focus on this.
Yeah.
But they usually do choose the weapon. Sometimes, though, your choice of weapon can suck.
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing you want to do is bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah.
Unless you're bulletproof, like the turtles in this movie, because
oh my gosh,
they are.
Yeah, there's that thing where Raph specifically, it like zooms in on his face and he says, "My shell is cracked." and then like later in like the same like fight scene, he asks Donnie to like catapult him with his bow staff, and he goes shell first with this cracked shell into the side of a car.
Never mind the fact that he's gone through rocks.
Yeah.
He's gone thrown around. He's sliding down the mountain on his cracked shell. I'm sure this isn't going to cause any damage whatsoever. He's just fine. It's kind of like the mutant gene turning them into humans inside of the second movie.
Oh my gosh.
Because, yeah, we're
I was even
spoiling the
creepier
second
than
one,
the
too.
Ninja Turtles' faces. I've accepted that. They even showed it in the trailer where he like puts it on his hand and he goes like from 4 to 5.
And then it just instantly goes back.
Yeah.
Because I guess that on the top of your head it's fine. If they actually just turned them into humans, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But then they give that throwaway line in the second one where they're like, "Oh, well, if we drink this, we'll be same on the inside, but we're human on the outside." Wait, you'll still be fucking strong or not?
I wanted to bring that up in our video too. They like completely abandoned that plot line and stuck to, the actual subtitle Out of the Shadows, which is what they do. Instead of, wanting to become human. That like came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous.
But comparatively, did you think the action was done in this one better than the second one?
I'm not really sure how I think about that. I really like the second one better because it didn't give itself too seriously. It didn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
Action is about the same. And I see where the critic was coming from. There was just way too much CGI. Not that there wasn't in the second one, but
there's several moments of just getting air. Hold your hands over the air, April. It'll be fine. Oh, this movie is just... it's stupid. It is so stupid.
Yeah, there's a scene where Raph with Vern and April are going to rescue the other turtles, and they get out. I'm like, you can practically see the cuts between the live action actors and this CGI puppet theater fight scene that they're coming up with.
Or when Raph bursts out of the freaking...
Oh my gosh! That cracked me up so hard.
I didn't notice that in the first time I watched this movie, but...
It looks like he's at a football game, popping out of the paper banner.
On top of it, you can actually just tell that they didn't even, do anything to the van or, put a little green screen spot on the van or anything like that. They literally just took the effect and, plopped it over the still image of the van.
Oh my
It's
God.
just like, come on, at least cut out a green screen and just tape it to it so that you can see, something happen to the van itself. This isn't a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how to do 90% of these effects, and I know that you need to do that to get this to integrate right.
Oh my gosh.
Several times they just fight Shredder inside Shredformer in this. It's just, he has so many times just kill all these guys.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do it. Instead, he's having Fitchner kill his guys for PowerPoint presentations.
Yeah. My gosh.
And, of course, they can't show us what's actually happening to the fucking guy that they infect with their disease because that would be beyond PG-13.
Yeah.
Things that could be good in this movie are just... It's not the worst thing I've ever seen in the world. You could find so much to bitch about this movie, and honestly, God, it's the Ninja Turtles.
It's enjoyably bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay a full price for it. If you could find the DVD cheaper, I'm sure you could find a cheap version.
You could probably get this nowadays at Target for about $10, $12. I got this one for about that on special, plus discounts.
Yeah, if your kids want to watch something, even if you can find it cheap, go for it.
Oh my god, I just saw something. The making of Shell Shock, that crappy rap song at the end.
Oh god.
One of the bonus features is literally how they made the shitty rap song.
Oh my gosh. That's like pig power in the house.
Okay, Pig Power in the House was awesome. Okay, Pig Power in the House. But no, that song is awesome. The shell shocked inside of this movie is just the most generic hip hop rap thing that you could just possibly put inside of this movie.
At least in the second one, they actually put in a reimagining of the theme song,
Which was awesome! And it even included Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go! I mean, come on! Who doesn't want the ninja rap as part of the original team?
Yeah.
As much as you want to hate to admit it, the ninja rap is as iconic as the original Ninja Turtles theme.
Yeah.
Because the Ninja Turtles theme was awesome, and the ninja rap is so bad, it's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, like I've said, I want to hammer this in because a lot of people don't believe. I told this to a woman that came through my line buying Ninja Turtles 3 for her kid on DVD. And I'm like, why? Ninja Turtles was meant to be a joke. Go ahead and say the full title. I'm sure just because it's a kid's thing, the parents will think it's ridiculous. It's because it is. It was meant to be a joke on... was it DC Comics or just comics in general?
It was one of the first independent comics.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually owned by anything. I think that nowadays Image has the rights. Either Image or Legendary. Although they have done crossovers with a few things. Like I know there was one where Batman, or they ended up in Gotham City.
Yeah.
Which was actually kind of cool seeing Batman fight the Shredder.
Yeah.
And this is the good Shredder. So we can actually go toe to toe with Batman.
And I'm pretty sure that was like the basis of the joke in the movie. When April is trying to explain the sighting to Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh. God, that's
how ridiculous it sounds. Human-sized anthropomorphic turtles that fight. She says karate, but I think it's more ninjutsu. Martial arts.
It use martial arts, but they're technically using karate. Japanese hand-to-hand combat is all karate. They just have separate practices of karate. There isn't like a ninjutsu one or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the actual terminology. God, it's been so long since I actually looked into all of that.
I took Taekwondo as a kid with my brother.
The art of kicking.
Yeah. I got kicked in the face by a butterfly kick and I wanted to quit. When you're a kid and you get kicked in the face like that is traumatizing, man.
I don't know. I've gotten kicked in the face by stuff. Granted, I took United States as self-defense, which I later found out teaches a form of kung fu, not karate. But
anyway, like I said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? When you think about it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I mean, the Foot Clan is literally a parody of Daredevil's The Hand, which had basically hands in everything that Marvel was doing at the moment.
Yeah.
This super secret organization. Hell, they even brought fucking Wolverine back from the dead evil at one point. This is serious comic book stuff.
What?
Let's just make fun of that for 5 minutes, and we'll have their big enemy be a cheese grater because we work at a Pizza Hut, which is actually kind of nice to see that the Domino's sponsorship from the original '90s one is falling out, and they went back to Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
because it feels like closer to the actual comic book that it's based on.
Yeah,
and you have to admit, Splinter wasn't bad in this movie whatsoever.
Yeah.
Tony Shalhoub is the voice. I think he did the motion work originally, but then they changed him out for the second one, and they just kept his voice. In which, did you notice that Leo and Donnie were sound from the new ones?
Yeah, you pointed that out.
Yeah, just going back and rewatching this, and it's so clear because I know that Leo is played by the Jackass guy,
Johnny Knoxville.
That's what in this first one.
Yeah,
but in the second one, he's not.
I'm like. What I heard when the first one was coming out was that they're all like at least animated by the guys from Jackass, and I'm like, Steve-O's gonna be Mikey.
Oh my god! It's just why would they change the main characters? because they're 99% CGI and no one cares about voice unless you're us.
Yeah.
So you aren't gonna notice. Oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing let's talk about is April's stupid scene.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. So yeah, she finds out that the turtles are the ones doing all of this, and then what does she immediately do? She goes to her boss, her fucking boss, with no evidence, nothing but old family videos and a picture of a box turtle.
Yeah.
And let's just see, this is who the vigilantes are.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Seriously.
Of course she gets fired from this. It's supposed to be some sad moment. You are a goddamn reporter. You know for a fact that you can't do this, and she somehow gets her job back before the second movie. Never mind that we never see that happen in even the second movie. But yeah, she loses her job because she was being a tool. This scene is so stupid. I don't know why it's there. You say it's because they're explaining the ridiculousness of the situation. I say it's there because it's Michael Bailey saying, "This is how stupid your concept is, guys."
Exactly.
Because you wouldn't let me turn them into freaking aliens.
Yeah.
It's not like we have any proof that doesn't work in a Turtles production.
Yeah, they made that comment too.
Yeah. So they're aliens. No, that would be stupid. They're reptiles.
They're reptiles.
It's like,
And I swear, through like 90% of this, I probably saw Megan Fox close her bottom lip once, and I pointed it out.
Seriously, she goes through the whole movie like,
Gotta show off that new lip gloss. That is a secret product placement.
oh, it's not just lip gloss; it's a plastic surgery. She got the lips bigger.
She did the Kylie Jenner thing. That's totally too dangerous.
Oh, and remember, inside of the second one, when they were drawing her, they overemphasized how big her lips were.
Yeah.
At the end of the second movie, when they do the awesome end credits song, they have a weird cartoon thing. They did the same thing in this one, but here it looks a lot better because it's more, I guess, anime-ish and comic book-ish.
Yeah, and Will Arnett looks fucking creepy.
In either of them.
I don't know. The first one actually looked like a drawing of him. The second one was... I know Will Arnett can be funny. I love Arrested Development. I still want to get him to see it. He's at least heard his voice. Did you ever see the Lego... I haven't seen the Lego Batman movies, but
I think he was inside of the Lego movie.
Yeah, he was Batman in the Lego movie, but like the straight-to-DVD ones...
No, maybe when someone pays me to watch them, I'll actually watch them.
Yeah, I hear they're actually pretty funny. And I know he could be a funny actor, but goddamn. He is Job Bluth from Arrested Development, like the whole way through. I'm not kidding.
He has no idea what he's saying in this one.
If he had said, "I've made a huge mistake," that's a joke for all you Arrested Development fans, then it would have cemented that that's the only role he's doing. Because that was like his catchphrase in the show.
They should have done that. They should have. Granted, I did like the joke in the second movie where he's selling the bags of hot air.
Yeah.
that joke. That's like, oh, someone's gonna pay $200 to buy my hot air. God damn it. No, apparently people are paying you millions to buy your hot air. So, fucking throw it in our face.
Yeah.
This movie was so bad.
It's entertainingly bad.
It's entertaining.
It's not the worst thing. At least it's entertaining. It's not the worst thing I've seen him.
Yeah, it's not the worst Michael Bay production ever. And honestly, the design for Shredder isn't that bad. If they actually just made it into a suit, it wouldn't have been... Nobody would have complained about it. The problem is that there's no shot of Shredder that isn't computer enhanced. Even when they're doing him without the suit on, keeping him in shadows, which, okay, it's cartoonish, over the top, but it's fine, does work for an Ninja Turtles production. The problem is that even then you can tell where the CGI is added in there.
Yeah.
Scenes that they clearly didn't want to reshoot, where they just the guy there, like the famous turtle soup line that everyone makes fun of.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear that the Shredder was not in that scene.
Yeah.
And it's just Fitchner looking at his suit before he ends up going to fight the turtles.
Yeah.
So they put a bunch of lines of Fitchner talking before he comes on screen, and then once he goes on screen, he looks at his suit, and Shredder is just there behind him.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a dramatic turn shot to Fitchner. Suddenly you see a superimposed Shredder in the shadows talking to him. They have a really hard time syncing up the lip syncs to him speaking Japanese.
Well, it was all done last minute anyway.
I don't care.
So
push it back another month or so and get it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they were recording for a summer time. If I remember right, this came out in June.
At least you wouldn't be pushing people's OCD with that crap.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh well, we should probably cut this up because we gotta get to the other movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, my final thoughts are basically the same on it. It's probably a red box or a rental material. It's not worth seeing inside of theaters.
Yeah, if you already have it, great. You spent however much on it. If you want to buy it now, $10 or $12. I don't think it's in Redbox anymore.
They might have put it back in for the new one. They tend to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You could probably find it on Netflix or Hulu these days.
Probably find them paired up together in a few months after the second one comes out on video.
True. They're always trying to push those collection sets. I only buy them if it literally has the entire collection on it. So, well, yeah, time to get to our actual movie tonight, where we're gonna go see something new and talk about something good.
Yeah.
Should we say good?
I hope it's good. I hear it's semi-enjoyable.
I've heard some pretty mixed things about it too.
Yeah.
We'll let you guess what we're actually talking about. So, until next time, I'm Kelly.
I'm DJ.
See you then.